Hey guys, today I'm here with Chris Broad from the
Hey,
channel
how you doing?
Abroad in Japan and Sharla from the channel Sharla in Japan, and we've been traveling Tohoku. We'll have a lot of awesome videos about that, but today we're going to discuss the greatest myths about Japan. What do you think is a large myth?
I know like so much about Japan, so I'm not really sure what what the outside view about it is, but probably something like I've seen lots of comments of people saying like it's so cool how you can wear whatever you want in Japan and people wear so many crazy fashions. So I think people have this image that maybe everywhere you go in Tokyo you'll see people dressed up like Lolita or visual kei style or gyaru style, but I feel like it's more confined to smaller areas than people have in mind. Like for Harajuku you can see Lolita fashion, but definitely not everyone, just it's rare, so maybe like 3 out of every 100 people or something will be wearing a Lolita dress. Or if you go to Shibuya you'll see lots of gyaru fashion. Not too much visual kei fashion at all recently. Yeah, most people just wear regular like shirts and skirts and shorts. It's not really super exciting. But like of course they do have lots of fashion style stuff that you wouldn't see at all in other countries, so it is interesting. You can see those kind of people, but it's not the norm.
Right. I think it's kind of like gothic fashions in America.
Yeah, it's about
North
the
America
same,
and stuff.
Same percentage of people.
Some people wear it, so it's not like super unusual if you see it, but it is out of the norm. Chris, what about you? What do you think is one of the greatest myths of Japan?
That everything's healthy. Everything's healthy. Before I came, everyone was like, oh yeah, you'll lose so much weight there. And everyone was like, oh yeah, you'll lose weight, oh, it's brilliant. And I came, and then I discovered convenience store food. And like, oh dear,
So
it all went downhill. Big time. Yeah, I find the food to be not remotely healthy at all. Like, it's got so much stuff in it.
Yeah.
Salt and fat.
Like there are really healthy choices, like if you're a housewife and you have time to cook, there's lots of great traditional Japanese food that's like vegetables and fish and miso soup and stuff that's all super healthy for you. But for people that are working all the time, you don't have time to cook that.
Yeah, when I often run into the convenience store, I run in to get some stuff
lunch.
and everything I find is just really unhealthy. Like, apart from like a carrot stick.
Yeah, like
It's
the lack of salad.
No one buys carrots.
Like,
Who's ever bought a carrot? Like,
fruit.
no one.
Yeah.
So, and like all the things that you want to buy, like fried chicken and fried chicken and what else is there?
Japan has very good fried chicken.
That's
in
it,
case
really. But
you
like,
didn't know.
yeah, there's like little bags of salads, but everything else is just like really unhealthy.
Right.
Bread covered in cheese, covered in bacon.
I think it's like anywhere
chicken.
else. You have to put effort into it if you want to be healthy.
Yeah, so it's not like
not
the
convenient
super
though, is it?
healthy country where everything's healthy. I think lots of people have that image.
So
There
no,
are
not healthy.
options, but
I didn't lose weight. If anything, I put on more weight. I've been betrayed. I've been betrayed by Japanese people and their unhealthy food.
I would say what I think one of the greatest myths about Japan is that it's a weird country. Like, first of all, weird is just so subjective. So I mean, it really depends on what you're used to, but a lot of people think about like Japanese commercials are weird, or like these shirts with strange English are weird, or like they have all these weird anime or TV shows, or like there's prank shows and stuff. But most of the stuff that's weird here is going to be weird to Japanese people too.
Yeah.
So it's not like Japanese people watch this stuff and say, oh, well, it's just another day in Japan. They're like, what is going on here? And that's why it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Because
there's lots of comedy
interesting.
stuff here, so that's considered comedy. It's not like
Right.
That's true.
Right.
And all the weird stuff gets out on the internet, so that's all that people see. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I make videos about stuff that's weird because it might be interesting.
Yeah.
It might be, you know, unique, like robot restaurant.
Yeah.
Or like a crazy bar.
Yeah.
Or maybe even like Cat Island in itself.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd.
Right.
But like,
Right.
even Japanese people, when I tell them I'm going to Cat Island, they're like, what is Cat Island? So yeah, like it's not weird at all.
Yeah.
It's not.
You could find weird stuff in any country. It's just like small isolated things, and that's why it's interesting because it stands out.
Yeah. That is probably the biggest myth though.
Right.
So,
Crazy
definitely.
weird Japan. Okay, well, thank you guys for
No problem.
our question video here, and I'll link to their channels here and in the description below, so please check them out if you haven't. They have amazing channels. You should be watching them. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.
Cool, yeah.
Bye.
Bye everyone. Have a good day.
The best day of my life.
Oh, they're all coming. They're all coming. Oh my god. Oh my god. This place is heaven. Never going home.
By the way, fun fact, this isn't the only